Hi Mathspreneurs, welcome again. We are continuing with question number 101. 101. The question is 5 to the power of 1 over 7. Do you know what that is? Write it down please. Question number 101. 5 to the power of 1 over 7. Yeah, by now we should be very familiar with this. The 5 comes back. We see the 1 over, that over, you just put over. Then draw this line over here. And somewhere in the middle, enough to fit in the 7. Ensure beyond the shadow of a doubt that it's not here and that it is not outside here. If they are outside there, they are wrong. 100% wrong. It must be only inside, not even standing there or outside there. Alright, easy. 102. The next one is 8 to the power of 1 quarter. To know the meaning of what is 1 over 7, 1 quarter and all that, go and see the previous videos here where I talk about this law. Look at this law. Law number 4, 5, somewhere like that, and then you'll know what the actual meaning is. I've gone into extra length, too much actually, to explain to you the meaning of this 1 over n, 1 over n. N being 7 here and being 4 over here. So the A is here. If you are already familiar, you can start straight away from the beginning, like this, or like so. And you are familiar, you know that the 4 must be tucked inside here, not outside. Okay, that's a 4. You write nicely, and it should be inside there. 100% correct, 100% correct. Okay, 103. The question is 2/3 to the power of 1 over 5. 2/3, 2 over 3, to the power of 1 over 5. Yeah. So since we are very familiarized with this right now, we can straight away write there 2/3, the base, proper fraction, small over big, and straight away we know the root sign comes in. Do not say square root. There's no 2 here or second here for square root. It's not square root. Just say the root sign and then put the 5 inside. If you say square root and then fifth root, you are saying wrongly. It does not make any sense. It's the fifth root of 2/3. That's all. 100% correct. Next one is 104, our question. Right, 104. What's the problem? They say express the following in the form A root B. So you better watch out. So this time it is square root. Just now it cannot be square root because there's a 5 here. It's the fifth root, 100% confirmed. Here they've not put anything, so there is a square root there. A 2 goes in there, but it's understood they do not write. So A root B means A times root B. Okay, the question being root 8. Take that off. I'm coming to this part here. Root of 8. definitely it is square root. If not mentioned, there is a 2 there. Inside, inside. So I take that off and that off. So what must we do? The only natural thing we can do is put the root sign here. There are a number of ways to do it. Method 1 I do here. Take a 4 because we can root it. Put a dot means times 2. Check. 4 times 2, 2 times 4, 8. Correct. No difference. Different way of writing it. Then this goes into the concept of when you square root the first one, you can also square root the second one. That's the law there. Okay, I'll write down in letters afterwards. It goes back to this one. Let me put it in different color. It goes back to P, Q, and then they have a U there, let's say. So it just means that P to the power of U times, understood, no need to write, Q to the power of U. Should the power be 1 over 2 here? Then the power for the first one is 1 over 2. And the power for this one is 1 over 2 also. Which actually is the same as square root of PQ. Teacher, must I write the 2? No need, student. There, no need. Sir, can I write the 2? Can, but please, no need. It's understood. So similarly, I take a different color. Blue will be fine. This one is also equivalent. 3 like that, like equal, that's called equivalent to square root of what? P, Q. However, you can also see this part. That P to the power of half actually means what? Root P. Yes. And then there's a dot. Q to the power of half is root Q. And that, my dearie students, my dearie maths learners, is what we are doing here. Root, that is root of PQ is the same as root P times root Q. So root of 4, 2 is the same as root 4 times root 2. Root of 4, 2 is the same as root 4 times root 2. Root of PQ is the same as root of P times root of Q. That's the key word. Very simple. However, root 4, we already know the square root, that is 2. The dot we absorb in here and we just put it as square root of 2. Teacher, there's a 2 there, isn't it? Yes, there is. Sir, there's a 2, huh? Yes, there is here. But no need to write, understood. So if you look very, very carefully, the instruction was this. Express the following in the form A root B. So isn't this A? Isn't this root? N is in this B. Should they ask you, write down the values of A and B, or evaluate A and B, means find the value of A and B, then you would say A is equal to 2. Why so? This is why it is so. There. A is 2, 2 is A. Root is root, root is root. And then B is 2, 2 is B, like that. B is 2 and 2 is B. So if you want, you can also say B. And because they occur together at the same time, simultaneously or simultaneously, simultaneously, you do not say or. You must say and. They must occur at the same time. Then that thing is true. It's not, oh, one time this one happens, then that one you don't bother. Or that one happens, then this one you don't bother. No, the two have to be like that. A has to be a 2 and B has to be a 2 in this place here. So say and. Very important, yeah? No two ways about it. Done. Number 104. We are going to number 105. This portion, the root thing, is a little bit tricky. It's not as easy as a to the power 0 or am and that type. This is a little bit tricky. Watch out. Now we'll have plenty of sums. I've purposely and purposefully given you plenty of sums. We are not trying to rush through everything and hope that you will score. I want to make sure that you will score. It's not hope that you will score. That's good. But better is make sure and sure. So, wait. I go back to 104 again. I told you I'll give you a second method, isn't it? Go back to 104. Please note, yeah? Maybe I just put that M2. M2 is for METHOD, method 2. The question was, express root of 8 in the form of A root B. That was easy because we could know it's 4. What about if I give you a number 2025? Remember yesterday we did what? Just this morning only, which was what? The nearly 2.5 hours of what? From 51 to 100 those sums. So what was that? I sang the song in the year 25 and all that. Remember how to do the 5 times 5, 15, then 5 times 5, 50, 5 times 5, 25, then 15 times 15 is equals to 2 to 5, then 25 times 25, 6 to 5, and on and on. So that one, if we know, if we don't know, so we have no choice but to go back to this one. The factorization method. Factorization means break it out into the smallest, tiniest parts, into its components. Oops, a daisy. It is 2 times 2 times 2. So I've broken it up, max. And then we always group the 2 together. These two we group together. Why so? We'll group the 2 times 2 together. Afterwards, I'll be handling here. Okay, hold on. That part I'll handle that, but I'm doing this part here. I'll be rushing back there and I'll come back here. Okay. When you root the 2 times 2, oops, the daisy, the answer is actually 2. Teacher, how? How, teacher? Very easy, 2 times 2 is 4, so root 4 is 2. Oh, so easy, teacher. Yeah, so easy, student. But there is also one more 2 here. You must not be careless and let go of that. Dot root 2. So I would prefer this method, because I'm not going to assume that every time I know how to break that big number here, if it's a very, very big number. So this method, you just break it into the smallest component and then group them, pair them together, the pairing method. 2 root 2 in the form of a root b. A is 2, b is 2, and a is 2 and b is 2. If not, they won't work in that form. Alright, here we go and use this method, the second method. First method can, why not I teach you method 1 also and method 2? The faster students will definitely go for this. What can go in the square? The largest. Of course we know. It will be 49. It has a 5, so it has to be 25. Just to remind you, in the year 25, like that. So that one, hold on please. I don't want to jump a step. Then 25 times what? 3 is definitely root of 75. So this goes into root A times root B. That portion is root A times B is root A times root B. Okay, if you can't picture that, now you picturize that. This we take it as A. This we take it as B. So root A times B is root A times root B, meaning you have a root A times a root B. Plug in, they say, American methodology. Substitute, they say, British system. Okay, so A there is a 25. The B above that is the 3. This one, root of 25 is 5. Root of 3 is 1.732. So they don't want the actual value to significant figures or decimal places. So just maintain and keep it like that. And then you tell that it is equivalent. 3, don't forget. They say put it in the form A root B. It means A times root B. Like it or not, better like it. There's a 2 here. It's understood, not written, understood, not written. It's called the second root or the square root. A root B. Okay, the 3 after we'll write. And then if they say evaluate, meaning find the value of, then you have to say A, you just look up, is 5. And for B to be 3, you better put that and. It's not or. It cannot be either or. It should be this and that. So A is 5 and B must be 3 for that form to be satisfied. Don't put root 3, because you only want the B. B is only the 3, not the root. The root is the same. Don't leave it out. Yeah. A5, 5A. Root. And then 3B, B3 like that. Okay, wonderful. Method 1. Method 2, we will still do, is get to the component of it. The smallest unit, so to speak, is the 2, 5 is the 1. So, again, this you write back, root 75 is equal to root of. You can do 75, and some students, or many students in fact, will be trigger happy. They keep on writing this. Don't do so many times. Wrong. Do as you progress, so 3 can go in there. 2, the 6 carry 1, 15, there will be 5. Like that. Only then you introduce another one, and then you write a 5, and on and on and on and on. So that one I will write here, which will be, in fact I can even write this one. Not necessary that I have to write the small one first. I can put the 25 is 5 times 5. 25. And then this one is 3. Then I told you the pairing method. The method 2 is the pairing method. Why not I write this one here? You pair everyone, because we will come back to one of the answers. You pair the 2, take 1, 2 as the answer when you root them. So it's the pairing method, I call it, okay? Why? Because we are doing precisely that. Exactly that. We are pairing them up. Take the first 2 here and write them down. Don't write 25. No need. Just write there root of 5 dot 5. Then dot root of 3. Good. So we have learned here the pairing of 2 root 2 is root 4, which will be 2. So just put here some pairing of root 5 times 5 is 5. This part. The dot absorb into it and just put the root of 3. And now equivalent A root B. So look carefully, upstairs, downstairs. A is 5, 5 is A. You write down there. And root is root, no need to write. B is 3, 3 is B. That's all. Wunderbar. 106 is what we are going to. We'll use both methods, so they are familiar with both. 106 just now was root 75. Now they have root 200. Or maybe I'll stick on to the faster method. Okay? 200, because these things like we can see it already, because we are already like quite good. Ooh, show off, yeah? Teacher show off, sir, showing off, eh? Ooh, ooh. Sorry, no intention to show off. But if we can do fast, let's do fast, which is what we want to aim for, to strive for. STRIVE. Alright, 100 is that. You can write 2 times 100, but I will write 100 first and then a 2. Put the root part at the end there. So I'm using method 1. That is very easy peasy. We can see it straight away. Don't put 10, though you know it is 10. Root of 100 is 10. Don't put 10. Show the working. Tell them. Yes, professores, I know the working too. That. The next one, you put a dot. Tell them is times the other one. It's very clear cut. Look, no one can or should penalize you for anything. You are perfect, I believe. Yes, sorry. This is 10. Root, square root, the second root of 2. Like it or not, there's a 2, but they've removed it. It's understood. Just like there's a 1 here and there's a 1 here. But they have removed coefficient 1, that one, and then the power 1, that one. So you tell them, put it in the form. The form was given as A root B. Sometimes I say P root Q, no matter what it be. It can be U root V, no matter. So by comparison, you can say A is 10, 10 is A, root is root, and then B is 2, 2 is B. And, yeah, don't forget, they have to occur together in unison. UNISON. 107. Third root of 108. Aha. What is 108? I don't know. Sorry. When I say third root of 108, I am 100% right or wrong? Wrong. Because this is not third root. That's why I say don't write the 3 outside. But here they've written the 3. It's an order. It's a command. So follow. It's not the third root. It's 3 times. And square root of 108. That's why I say don't put the root there outside. But here they put, means they want it to be 3 times the square root of 108. Good. And now the sad thing is, I don't know, you know. What is this thing? So what to do? Go back to method number 2. 108 divided by, definitely they'll ask you to start off with the 2. 5 and a 4. So there's an even number there. Definitely you must exhaust it, the 2. Once no more 2, then it will be 3, then 4, no 4, then it will be 5. Because 2 already will take care of the 4 part there. And here, so now 2 cannot come in. This one even number, yes, 2. Even number, yes, 2. It's an odd number, so must go for the next one, which will be 3. 3 times what? 9. So 3 can still go in there. 3. And don't leave it at that. Why? Because I want all of you to remember that the last one must always be 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. Make sure you know that. It must always be 1 and none other. So therefore there is another 3 here. And this one we can do fast one here. We can put here 2 times 2 is 4. So I can put here root 4. Wait. Make it better. Different color. This one, I want this color, is 4. Can. And then this one is 9. German 9. Thank you. Can. And this one, only one fella hanging there. It's just a 3. Do it like that. Now I'm going to use the black color. This 3 is the same 3. The root is the same root, but I want to take out individually. This is like root A times B times C is root A times root B times root C, meaning root A, the A is 4. Instead of writing 2.2, then root B is the 9, root 9, and then root 3 is root 3, the C. So you find that there's no way we can mix up or fall out. This is 3. The root 4 is 2. The root 9 is 3. The root 3 is 1.732. They didn't ask to how many decimal places or how many significant figures. So you maintain it. Keep it as it is. Do not touch. 3 times 2. Here, 6. 6 times 3. 18. Woo! Wunderbar! So nice. You've gotten it. 18 square root. Now you say square root because square root of 3. And then you compare A square root B. So you can say A is 18, A and D, and B is 3. Wunderbar. Woohoo! We are getting there. 107 was that the one? You see, I didn't focus on the number, I let go. So you correct it, yeah? Let me count back again from my book. That's why, careless, huh? Wait. 101, 102, 103. Done. Hey, I didn't do one. That's why it's a bit difficult. Check again. Alright, let me tell you again. You do again, okay? Very fast. I'll give you the answer. This is the way it should go. I've actually jumped out. I've actually missed one part. It was good I made that mistake. Okay, the 101 is 5 to the power of 1 over 7. Okay. I actually missed how many questions for you? 6 questions. That's why it might seem a little bit difficult there. The root A, B and root A times root B. Here I explain. So the first one that I did was this one, 5 1 over 7, which is 7th root of 5. Done. Then the 102 that I did, we keep track, yeah, is the A 1 quarter. So we should be equals to 4th root of A. Done. Sort of a revision here, coming from a mistake of mine. Something good out of something bad. 2/3 1 over 5. So the 103 is 2/3 1 over 5. Good also. Like we should backtrack and then revise. Backtrack, revise. No need to go from 50 to 100, then we don't know. At least we backtrack. Every 10 we backtrack. Every 10 we backtrack. So it's easier on our minds, on our brain. On our brains. Okay, here, this is 5th root of 2 over 3, which is 5th root of 2 over 5th root of 3 coming. That part I'm missing, I'll bring on and explain to you. This is 104. This is the part that I had to do. Okay, please take note. Gonna take a big one. This part I jumped. I should have given it to you, and then it would have become very easy. A. And here too there's an A. It's like law number 2. Or law number 1. AB. There's the times is law number 1. The divide, the second part of the law on the right hand side is up over down. It's like that. So by comparison we are doing. Put inside brackets. Actually we had done this in law number 4, like AMN, like that. Remember A, B, C, D, E or S or something we did. And then here the power can be anything. What is this? If I put N, what is it? A to, just now too we did it, but here A to the power of N and B to the power of N. If here we put C, A to the power of C over B to the power of C, that's all. Okay, so we are now going to put half. That's it. The N somehow becomes half. So it's A to the power of half times B to the power of half. But don't stop there. Tell them you also know this. Square root, second root. So second root is this one. Of course, we must put the 2 in, but it's not necessary. They don't put. Just put square root A. Of course, the 2 comes here. Must, but no need to put. It is understood. Similarly, right here, it is root A, root B. Understood. There's a dot there. You want to emphasize, put a dot there. And that's also root B. So using the same technology, they sometimes we say. Actually, they say methodology, not technology. Okay, okay, no chips, no components, whatever were used in that sense. Oops, a daisy, my book has fallen down. Would you allow me to drink? Oi, the last one I did not drink, you know. I was talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. Luckily, no sore throat. Hold on, yeah. Wow, gulping away. Wow. So nice, so nice, so nice. Thank God for the water and the weather and everything. Okay, a to the power of c. This time we also put c as half. And because there's not much space here, I would definitely have to change my nib size. Small one. So a to the power of half. And since it is over, so we follow back. It's over. B to the power of half. Wow. After doing all this so-called difficult sums, it becomes so easy, you know. That's why go into it, get into the hang of it. If you say I'm very weak in that, means you haven't gotten into the hang of it. Yourself to blame. Don't blame the teacher. Is always talking to the blackboard. At least she's talking to the blackboard. Assume you are at the blackboard there, seated there, she's talking to you in the blackboard. Like we saw Gods Must Be Crazy. The person asked, how did the people get inside the telescope? Actually, he's seeing them far away. So like that. So you don't keep on complaining. A million reasons you can come up with. Stop the complaining starting from right now. N-O-W. And then you become a better person. Serious, no joke, yeah? Don't blame the government, no point. Don't blame your parents, no point. Don't blame your family, no point. Don't blame your school, no point blaming. Don't blame your friends, your whoever, your colleagues, your community, the place where you are. Blame yourself because you are responsible in changing the situation for the better. And you still sit on and say, I'm weak in mathematics. Yeah, I'm weak in mathematics. Like, I read one psychology book, you know. I have many. In fact, one I have here by Carlson. It's very good book. I must tell you. Yeah, since you are very... Wait. Oops, I have Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Half Ecker. You, the Healer, Jose Silva, and Robert B. Who was that? Stone. Another one is John C. Maxwell, the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. And this one is by Carlson. If you can get this book, get it. Of course, I was standing and talking, there will be a softer sound, but no problemo. It's a Plume book. Plume, Self-Help Psychology. HTTP. He didn't ask me to promote, yeah, but I cheerfully want to promote. Thank God. It's so good. It has helped me a lot. HTTP : there's a dot on top, dot below, and then a / and www.penguinputnam or putnam.com. PENGUIN. Ooh, penguin, the Joker. Remember that? Putnam. PUTNAM.com. The book is written here. I mean, the price. USA $11.95. Canada is $16.95. The name of the book disappeared. The cover has come out, but then I can see here. Richard Carlson, PhD, Doctorate of Philosophy. Okay, you can feel good again. He has written many books, and this book is superb. You know. Also by Richard Carlson, you can be happy no matter what. Another book, Shortcut Through Therapy. Another book, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's all small stuff. Sometimes it's not, you know, all big stuff. Don't take a big stuff and say small. But never mind, he has his reason. He is better than us, so we must believe that in that sense. But we will have a caveat, CAVEAT, okay? Don't worry, make money. Ooh, and don't forget yourself in the process. Don't sweat the small stuff with your family. But there are times like rocket and all those things, you have to sweat every small stuff, you know. Okay, the book is You Can Feel Good Again. Common sense strategies for releasing unhappiness and changing your life. So you have to change your life for the better. Robbie Williams says, I want to be a better man. So be a better man, a better woman, a better boy, a better girl. Okay, good for you. So from today onwards, the buck stops here. No more, I'm so weak, you know, in that match. No more. You are responsible. Take your responsibility seriously. You are accountable. Take your accountability seriously. You are the cause, whatever it be. You know, you got low marks. Yeah, you. How can it be teacher? I don't understand what the teacher said. Then don't worry, follow all these notes and other things. YouTube full of a lot of training. Follow from everyone, whatever they can. Sometimes we differ certain ways we speak, but the answering question is basically the same. If you know your basics solidly, grounded, if they be, and then no worries at all. Teacher scolding us, Sir, you are starting to scold us, No. Responsibility must be put on you. Can I be always blame them, blame the government, blame the school, blame the supervisor, blame the coordinator, blame the principal, blame the college, blame the university, blame whatever. Blame the teacher. Teacher always talking to the board. At least when the teacher is talking to the board, at least pay attention to the board. Assume that you're in the board there and then she's talking to you, and pay attention to what she or he is talking there. Don't say talking to the board. That doesn't give you the right to go and stop and not listen to the teacher. Probably she's very shy. She doesn't dare to look into your face. Maybe she's nervous too, had a bad day, who knows. Teacher, you're giving an excuse for the teacher. Yes, I am. Sir, you're supporting the teacher and you're not supporting us, the student. Yes, I am, but also I'm supporting you. Okay, let's be fair and square. Let's be fair and round. Alright. We can go on and talking, and then we'll find fault with one another. That which we don't want. Okay, remember, A, B, everything to the power of half is actually is power of whatever. Put W here, so it will be A to the power of W times B to the power of W here. A over B to the power of W, whatever will be A to the power of W over B to the power of W. In this case, I put N, and then in this case, I put C. Here I put 1 over 2, the N, and then C also can be 1 over 2. Nothing wrong. So A to the power of half, there, times B to the power of half, there, done, which is root A times root B. Very good. So this is A over B, everything in brackets to the power of half, which is A to the power of half, there A to the power of half, which is root A, and then B to the power of half, B to the power of half, which is root B. Very important. This is what I bypassed. Because I bypassed, I had to explain that sum just now. The what is this called? The 104 is actually the A root B, which is root 8. I'm very aware. I need this. Yes. So this is the one, root 8. After doing this only, I should have ventured to this one, which I did not do. So my mistake. 1,000 apologies. Hey, Waltz ice cream, come back. I can't, I'm upstairs here. Alright, this will be equal to root 8. You see, once you are so happy doing the sum, you actually feel the pressure off your head and mind, serious. All my students who are very weak, then suddenly they become very good in mathematics and keep on scoring. You find their life has changed for the better, because they were very hardworking. They knew they were very weak, and then they were very hardworking to rectify their situation. They took the responsibility plus the accountability and say, if it is to be, it is up to me. I, me, myself, mine. I have to do the change. It falls on my shoulders, not on the teacher who's talking to the blackboard or whiteboard or green board or whatever board or no board. Sometimes you just point to the space there up here, we look, and then we write there. That's also I've seen that my student was doing when I was doing trigonometry. I said, come on, go, 40 over formula. I want you to tell me all the formulae after I have taught her, that is. Not before. Before I did test, you didn't know. Then I taught her. I said, now I've taught you. I want you to recite, to come from all these laws one by one in progression as I taught you. 40 over. You over 40. Okay, formula. You must tell me one after the other, after the other, after the other, you know. And you must go. Then she started writing. I said, no paper and pen. Okay, she said, sorry. And after that, she used the finger on the into the air there, so to speak, and write. I say no writing in the air. She laughed. Then she was able to go through till the 40 over. You know, very good. That's why I'm going to train you when I come to trigonometry. Nothing you should know. No need to know. From zero, Z-O-R-O, zilch, Z-I-L-C-H. Okay, nada, N-A-D-D-A. Okay, nothing. Then I'll teach you until you know all the formula in your mind only. That is superpower memory. Very powerful. Very powerful. Yeah, you're going to be there. I'm going to teach you that when we come to trigonometry. Such a vast topic. That much complexity. Who really die, they say. But you don't have to die. You master that topic. But definitely after this, I'm going to go into calculus. Why? Because it's connected to calculus. Okay. Sometimes you have to go for delta y by delta x or divided by delta x, and then but dy by dx. You never say dy divided by dx. I've told you also earlier videos and all that. We'll go to that as we come to that. Okay. Now this is the one. Actually presupposes that I should have, must have, would have taught you this, which I didn't, and I made a mistake, and that mistake helped us to come back to here. So nice, isn't it? Suddenly a mistake I made, I forgot the number, and then suddenly it brought us back here. And then I revised. That was good. We gave me an idea to revise, and also brought back what I missed, and then now we are going back to be in line. Root 75 is the next one. This one we know. 105 is root 75. Root 75. And then after that, what's the next one? Take a different color. 105. Yeah, 106. And what is 106 that I had covered? Root 75, the next one is root 200. Yes, we have covered that. 100 times 2, there will be 10 root 2. Got it. Then 107. I believe we stopped here. Now I remember. You see? But I forgot to focus just now. My mistake. Third root of 108, which we did. Wrong. It's not third root of 108. It's not this one. This is third root of 108. Wrong, wrong, wrong. I am reading it wrongly. So don't you ever jump the gun, they said, and suddenly read it wrongly. So don't you ever suddenly read it wrongly. It's not third root of 108. It is 3 times square root 108. Which are totally different problems. Okay, the next one is 5 times root 125, which is 108. Very good. We are at 108 now. Bigger pen size, please. 108. Not fifth root, but 5. Allow me to write the question number. 108. 5 root. Root here meaning square root, the second root. Not fifth root, yeah? Make it very clear in your minds. And it's 125. If you want to be peaceful people. Okay, root of 125. Let's get cracking. We have a lot of work to do. Okay, 125. It should be 25. Straight away we do the method one. And then times 25 times 3 will be 75, but some 4 will be 100, then 5. So 25 times 5 will be 125. So everything has a 5 there. This one is 5. Then root of 25 each one individually taken, considered individually. And then dot, if you want, put a teacher, you didn't put the dot after the 5. Understood. So it will be 5. It is understood. Okay? Now, this will be equal to 5. Show the working. Now you can put a dot there, or times. Put another 5. Square root of 25 is 5. And then next one is root of 5. This one don't change. Root of 5 is 2.235 and something. Find out from the calculator. 5 times 5 is not 10, it's 25. And then this is in the form of a root b. A is 25, the first one, this one. And then root is root. The b is this one, the 5. So right there, a is 25 and A-N-D, b is 5. Okay, 108. Better pay attention to the numbering. 109. Today we won't do 50, okay? We'll go and make it a little bit shorter. I have some things to do, many important things to do. I'm way behind some things, okay? I'll catch up on those. I'm taking about 5-6 universities, free ones, online courses. One is calculus applied, another one is differentials, and another one is quite a number of stuff. One from the university, from Harvard X, another one from Stanford University, another one from Massachusetts Institute of Technology, another one is Ellison, a platform, educational platform. All those are MOOC, okay, you find that out. Then after there's one is University of Sydney, and then there's another one is Politecnico di Milano, that's Italy, you know, very good, excellent teacher. Super excellent, but they are very strict, very stern, very like that. Superb. In fact, I learned so many new things there from them, you know. I thought I knew quite a lot, but then they knew even super duper extra. One or two things I thought they should have explained clearer, but no, different teachers are different, okay? They focus on what they're strong at. I focus on what I'm strong at. So we give and take. We allow that, okay? No problem. Each person has his own creativity, innovation, different style of writing. But one thing in every one of this, very important, humble call to all the lecturers and all the teachers who are sharing under the MOOC, please take care of the way you write the letters, the symbols and whatever. Don't modify and make it so difficult to understand. They look like different letters. In different universities, the lecturers, because they are so good, they write something like some professional, they scribble, so they scribble the symbol, it looks like some other letter. Then they scribble the letter, it looks like some other thing, it looks like a symbol. They scribble another one, they make their own stylish stuff to that, and then it's so complicated, you know. So please, that part, don't ever do that. Okay? Stick on to the ori, make it easier for the student. Already for the student is hell on earth, serious, mathematically. Yeah, we say it's the student's responsibility, it's the student's accountability. Yes, but then it's true also when they say the teachers are talking to the whiteboard, the soft board, the whatever board. Don't talk to the whiteboard. Talk to the students. Never mind. Get over your fear. Go and take the videos on public speaking and how to speak to groups and all that. Not that I've followed the videos like that, but for those who have weakness in that, go and then master that and then overcome that talking to the whiteboard, talking to the whiteboard, and writing at the whiteboard, which you have to do, but don't keep on talking and looking there only without even bothering. There are students 40 over, 30 over, 50 over sometimes. When I used to teach, it was about 50 over, 55, 56. Huge big classes that pack them in and earn so much money. No joke, we work for people. Alright, 109. And then let's go, okay? All those are stated in not finding fault with people, but truly the mathematics is already very tough, hell on earth, so to speak. But the writings of different people, and I don't refer to any one particular university or whatever, okay? Try to come back to the original way of writing. At least modify a little bit, but don't modify so much until it's like That's not the letter, that's not the word, that's not the symbol, that represents something else. Okay? Means responsibility again onto the teachers, the tutors, and who am I to say? I'm also a teacher, tutor, I'm also a student, learner. So I thank all these places where I'm taking the courses, even more so I'll take. Many I am behind because I'm focusing my time on creating this video series for you. But it's not a complaint, it's just an explanation, just explain only. But I learned quite a lot, and some are like too basic, too simple, but I still go back the same route. As though I'm a new student, I know zero. Even though I know already, I don't have to study that part, that topic, don't have to do that method, so I have a better ways, but I still follow their method. That's the mark of a good student. Not self-praise, international disgrace or universal disgrace, but it is acknowledgement, yeah. When it becomes, it's time for you to study, study like a student from zero, that's all. No matter how qualified you are. Okay? Go into the good attitudes, okay? Areas. Let's go. So 109, after that is 4 over 5, 1,000. This is a better number for us. Four over 5. Just now what I say, I'm not referring to any one particular university, yeah? And I'm not referring to any one particular lecturer or what. If you feel you have heard, it won't take long to correct yourself because it's difficult for the student. I myself find it difficult as a teacher, tutor, lecturer and all that. So author and all that. So don't make it harder on the students. Already mathematics is so very hard. Take a little bit of time to rectify those type of things that should not have occurred but have occurred and have made something very messy, even more messy and difficult to master. Yeah, that's the word. Even to understand at the basic level. No offense, yeah, don't feel offended because you are correcting me, I'm correcting you. You can correct me sincerely, nicely. Okay? Oh, these people are very, very perfect in their marketing, this service providers, phone service providers. Very good, excellent. That's the way you should do if anything you do perfectly. It's 1,000 right now. There is 1,000 there here. Okay. Oh, 1,000. So 1,000 is very nice. We love that. Of course, it is 10 to the power of 3, but because we are having the square root, we want the 2. We don't want the 3, the power 3. We want the power 2. What's the power 2? 10 to the power of 2 will be 100. So we are using methodology 1, method 1. So once again, yeah, don't feel bad that I've pointed out your mistake and then something like that. Where you can improve, please improve, make it easier for a student. Likewise, students also don't always say, I don't know this, I don't know that, I'm so weak in this, I'm so weak in that, then don't hide behind it. Like just now I was reading to you that Carlson, okay, doctor, the PhD, not his book, I think other place also, somewhere I read, I can't remember, probably his book or other book. They said, sometimes we keep on telling people our problem over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Allow me to emphasize this. Over and over and over and over and over. You know I'm so weak in this. You know I'm so weak. I keep on getting different people you meet, family members, outside members, community people, any other person, everywhere. I'm so, you repeat because you are yearning for the attention of people. You don't want to overcome your problem. Yeah, they say like that. I didn't say. I didn't know about it. They said that. So don't keep on telling, I'm like this, I'm like that, I'm like that, then yet not doing anything. At least if you are doing something, okay, good, to rectify the problem. But you keep on saying, I'm like that, I'm like that, I'm like this, I'm like this. Like, keep on like yearning for people to like, shower their concern, care, like you are dying for attention. Don't go to all those things. Human beings do that, students do that, parents do that. I've noticed that, seriously. Okay? So I've seen, even in the workplace, I've seen that some people, they just keep on like the record is broken, repeat and repeat and repeat. Many a time we ourselves have been guilty in the past and all that, but no more. The buck stops with That's called taking responsibility. That's also called taking accountability. No more. From today, all those nonsensical things and nonsensical stuff will stop. The buck stops with me. I'm a better person. I'm a good person, a new person. I'm going for the A. No more. I'm just surviving or dying or trying to pass. No more. Those things are not in my syllabus at all. Finito. Finish. The end. Then you realize your marks will shoot through the roof, Serious. And then what happens? Whoa, even your classmates, your teachers, your lecturers, the people who keep on talking to the whiteboard, even the whiteboard will respect you. This reminds me of a student. Last year, I taught him. Yeah, he got through. He passed. He got his he got very high marks also in some of the subjects. I only taught two. The parent asked me to teach after a long time because different subjects, not maths, okay? Also history, okay? Now, what happened is that before that I was training him and all that in public speaking, in the languages and all that. Then he went for his oral in the classroom. Then there's one, it so happens that the toilet is just nearby, next to that classroom there. And then it so happened that after his presentation, the teacher praised him. He said, go and do some more. They call that pidato, P-I-D-A-T-O. Go and do more pidato. You are very good. You have done very well. The class, even his friends, everyone, they were clapping. And one guy came out and said, I was in the toilet and I heard you speaking so loud and so well. Very good. Even the toilet heard it. So what are we talking about toilet over here? Means just like the teachers are talking to the whiteboard. Even the whiteboard will say, very good. Change yourself to be a better person. Moral of the story. Not that I try to play the high moral ground. No, change, because many students are dying because of maths. No need to die. It's changing of your attitudes, your outlook. You see, you're very good in some of the games that you're playing. How come? Because you give your heart, your soul, your mind, your being, your everything, your might to it. But for mathematics you don't, and then you say I cannot do well. Definitely you won't do well given a million years. Teacher, you discourage us. No, fact is fact. Face it. Then I said, sir, that is not good, you are putting us down. Who told you I'm putting you down? Give your heart like what you are giving to the whatever you are doing so well, and see if your mathematics or pure mathematics or additional mathematics or complex mathematics or advanced mathematics will never improve. Yeah. Give the type of effort you do. You play the game Star Trek. I support you. Go. It's very good. I love the story Star Trek. But then you don't give even a 1 ounce of that energy that you got there. You give it to that game and you never give it to yourself. For mathematics, that's the whole thing. I go here, I go there, I go to rich man's house, rich women's house. Money is just water for them, not an issue at all. Money is just oil for them, flowing only, not an issue at all. But it's the mind, the student's mind cannot. It's not that they cannot, they don't want. Then I have to rectify the problems caused by the parents upon the students and the students upon the parents. Why? Come on, let's face it. We learn as 7 years old or whatever, 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old, 11 years old, 12 years old, 13 years old, 14 years old, 15 years old, 16 years old. Then some go to 17 years old, 18 years old, 19 years old. Don't tell me you cannot memorize even your times table. What have you been doing then? But then when it comes to your games, you are so good. Means you are the problem. You are the cause of the problem. You are the root of the problem plus all those involved within you. Face it. You get angry with me? Fine. I accept all the brick bats and whatever. Throw at me, no problem. Stones and sticks may hurt me, but your words can never ever hurt me. Say whatever you want to say. Take responsibility for yourself starting from now. Yes. Take the accountability for yourself starting from now. Yes. And then see how good you are. You'll be the top scorer of the class, not only of the class. I guarantee you, G-U-A-R-A-N-T-E-E. you'll be the top scorer of the whole form, and everybody let it be 100 become the top scorers of the whole class and the whole form. Prove me wrong. Simple. If it hurts you, just prove me wrong. So 100 here, I'll take out 100. I don't even need to show this one step. If I need, I can, but I don't need to. I'll just put one more. Root 10. But if you want, can, no problem. Teacher, why are you angry? Sir, you get angry, huh? Why? No, because these things are the cause of the perennial problem. P-E-R-E-N-N-I-A-L. Last minute you want to study everything as though you can do it. I can't. Even now I'm thinking from all those universities and all that, I find that some of the things are so high. I thought I knew quite a number of things. Yeah, right. Put me to shame, those things that they do. But then sometimes they are this, that, like not up to par. That's for sure we can expect. So we have to take responsibility for ourselves. You, I, myself included. 1,000,000 times over I can say that. And then all these things will be a thing of the past. I told that in one of the training sessions. Just follow here as I'm talking. I told them, if the government has done its part perfectly, if the father and mother and parents have done their part perfectly, if the teachers in school and lecturers and professores have done their part perfectly, and also if the students themselves have done their part perfectly, then I am out of job right now at this moment. True. It's because they've made some mistakes here and there, but they won't agree one. They will never agree, because how can people admit they are wrong? Unless you are humble, you are teachable. That's why I focus on humble and teachable attitude in the beginning, video 1, remember? If they've done their part perfectly, I am out of job right now. Seriously, I don't have any job right now, so to speak, if you all are all so good over there. But you're not. Why? Well, everyone has to make some mistakes here and there. Only thing is that reduce the mistakes, cut it out, and there's nothing there. Then you're top scorer. At least no need to be top scorer. At least get the A1, that's all. No need to be 100%. But why not be 100% when you are already at the A1? It's my contention. Rightful one even. Okay. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 root 10. And the A there is the 8. And the B there is the 10. So take this seriously. This training is no point going on looking for this. In fact, many of the things that are here can be easily done by you. Teacher, are you complaining? Nope, I'm explaining. Teacher, are you sad with us? Not sad. Are you mad with us? Not mad. Are we bad? Not bad. Be good. That's all. Alright. And then so many things can be done on your own. Then we can only focus on the past year papers. No need to go through all these things. If only you had taken the time, the effort, the energy, the proper mindset, the attitude, the whatever, the thinking, the yosi, matri yosi on your own, many things will be nothing. Just like a breeze only. It's becoming difficult because you let go here, then you let go there, let go some other thing, not important. That one, never mind. That one, we don't come back. This one is not necessary. That one, okay. And then on and on. Now, exam is fast approaching. Then say, teacher, can you teach many other topics fast? I'll cut this short. What to cut short? It won't work if I cut short. Because so much to know. Alright, so please understand my lamentation, if you could call that a lamentation. Okay? Jeremiah was called a weeping prophet. Probably I could be called a weeping mathematician in this episode. Episode number 10, video number 10. Of course, we don't need so many videos, but I have to go through all to help everyone, okay? I'll always still be helping you, but still I also have to correct you along the way. That's my responsibility, my accountability too. I can't be talking nicey things all the time, make you feel so happy, so good. But then I don't tell the truth of the matter. That's like not true. Misrepresenting the truth of the matter. So it's 109. I'm very clear now. So I will go to 110. 110 is the next one. And what is that? P to the power of x over y. Die. My students will say. P to the power of x over y. That's a fast method of doing it, which I had covered earlier. I'm going to do the slow method. Then you know why that fast method actually came out to be. So there are two ways of doing it. Like a to the power of m times a to the power of n, and that, no, a to the power of m divided by a to the power of n, left, right, and then a to the power of m, all over, up, down, a to the power of n, like that. So remember that type. Okay, here, the first one is you just remember the x like that. Consider the top, the numerator. If the numerator, you are taking it out, you are going into the a, m, n like that and put it inside a bracket. Then the y, I'm going to use different color, will come out here. Okay? So what's remaining? Common sense. It must be 1. You're using the times the thing, a, m, n. So x times 1 over y is x over y. Correct. That is 100% correct. Another way is the same thing. mn is the same as nm. AB is the same as BA. So we use that concept right now. P, we only focus on the 1. And then we only focus on the y. That means the numerator now we are focusing. Just now we focus on the, the denominator. Just now we are focusing on the numerator. That's numerator upstairs. Now we are focusing on the downstairs, the y. Okay, am I in blue? Yes, I'm in blue. That's the y. So the y is the downstairs. So we are focusing on this one, downstairs, the denominator. And then the numerator we write outside. Before proceeding further, let us see. The fast method is like that. It's whatever that comes here, meaning I've bypassed this method. The fast method is like that. I've bypassed the center stage. I've bypassed this, I've bypassed this one. Today I'm giving you, okay, this is the fast method we are going to come up to. Alright? And let us go here. Check. P x over y. This could be m over n. Can be u over v. Can be a over z. Don't worry. Don't put 0 over 0 or o. Won't work. So this one is x times 1 is x over y. Correct. 1 times x is x over y. Correct. So it can be x times 1 or 1 times x. No worries. Good. And this one we already know how to do already. 1 over n. The 1 over n that time. This one, the root, the open curve bracket, the closed curve bracket, don't have to change anything, just see the 1 over y. The 1 over y is the 1 over n. The 1 over, remember last time I told you, remember the over, so just over it. That's the way I ask you to remember. Then do 1. The root sign here, open big enough for what? For the y to come in. The y will come in snugly. Remember, I used the word S-N-U-G-L-Y, snugly, comfortably. Here, y must be inside. Must never ever be here at the tip. Must never ever here be outside. That's it. In other words, the fast method, look at it. P to the power of x, right? P to the power of x, right? P to the power of x. The little y down there just shows white root of y of p to the power of x. White. 7 means seventh. Y means white. The white root of p to the power of x. That's all. Now we do the other way around. We have this one inside here, so no worries. I'll write back my p. Why not I go back to my this one? I'll write back my p. Go back to my blue. 1 over. Remember the over? So the over, the over, the over. Emphasizing that thing, over. So make it a root there. Make it big enough. Then what must come in? This one is just the root there that I'm focusing on. Now I'll focus on the y here. Here, 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 here. The reason I'm doing dotted is to do it slowly so that you will never go wrong like that. Then for the time being, I don't need this thing to be very near here. I need it to be a little bit further and farther away here. This one, now the x is missing. So the x is way outside the bracket. So just put an x out here. But that looks odd. So definitely bring in a curved bracket, open curved bracket and close curved bracket. That is it. So here very easy. P to the power of 1 over y is white root of p only. And then everything to the power of x. Correct? Check again. P x over y. I mean p to the power of x over y. So p, just put 1 over y to the power of x outside. 1 times x is x. X times 1 is x. So same, nothing wrong. P to the power of 1 over y, we know is the white root of p. Done. So the x just bring in only. The x just bring in only. Correct. So repeat, p to the power of x over y is equals to p to the power of x is p to the power of x. Here also you put p to the power of x. Means everything is easy. This one is easier. The first method is easier. Why? Allow me to emphasize. The first method is easier because the first method has a p and an x. Then the p and an x, the p and the power x comes back. Then the p and the power x comes back. So the only thing that's left for you to do is nothing but just the over y. The over y is the white root. Can you get that? Yeah, the over y is the white root. Allow me to bring back the black. The over, you put back the over. And that over has this elongated part and the little v part there. And the y, you just bring down that y. You just bring down that y. That's all. The white root of p to the power of x. 100% correct. This one you can do straight away. White root of p to the power of x, you just put white root of p and then x is outside. That's all. It means the x is inside or the x is outside. If the x is inside, no need bracket. If the x is outside, have a bracket. So if you want a very fast one all in one, you'll have the y. Here also you'll have the y. There's left hand side, there's right hand side. Then you'll have the white root. So you'll have the white root part by part, yeah? So the root goes up. So the root goes up. It has a roof. It also has a roof. Definitely it's not curve, huh? Make it straight. What's missing? The P. The P there is missing. Got it? So put here the P. White root of P. This is also white root of P. And then now we can come up with what? The X, the upstairs. The upstairs we will represent it with a what? Green. The green grass of home. X. No brackets required. Here we will have an X outside. Looks awkward. Here we have an X, nothing awkward. It's just with it there. It's just with it there. Yeah, just put X there, nothing, no awkwardness. So just no need for the bracket. But here, you watch out. It is awkward, so you please put one bracket in front. That's all. What you need to know and what I need to know is, let's use this one. The white root is there. The white root is there. Very good. The P, the base is there. The P, the base is there. The white root is of course the denominator, the downstairs. So the only fella that is missing is the upstairs here. The upstairs. Okay, allow me to use this color. Allow me to use this color. Okay, so the X, the X is upstairs, is outside here. That's all. Once again, P to the power of X over Y is equal to the white root of P to the power of X. Done. Is equal to the white root of P, everything in brackets to the power of X. Practically the same. Only thing we introduce the bracket here. Okay. 1, 1, 0. Let's go on to 1, 1, 1. That's a nice number. And the thing is, they want 3 to the power of m over n. That's nice. 3 to the power of m over n. And we will do it in two ways. Using the left hand side and using the right hand side. So look, the downstairs is the y. Allow me to use the blue there for the n. The downstairs is the denominator. So it will become the white root of p, like this, the white root of p. Got it? So here will be the nth root of 3. Yeah, so we are going to go on to the nth root of 3. So I'm going to put here nth root of 3. Look, also the same thing over here. The white root of p has a white root of p. So over here also is the nth root of 3. The white root of p is equivalent to the nth root of 3 because we are comparing. And the only thing is bracket. Bring the green fella. If you don't want green fella, use a different color. But now I will bring the green fella. You want the green fella? Yeah. We can bring the green fella. The green fella is nth root of 3. Nth root of 3. The only difference, the m must come. The m will tuck in where? Will come and tuck inside. Next to the 3. Here will be also next to the 3, but outside. So what happens? Just put a bracket over here and a bracket over there. Whoa! We will do this one. I'll do again 110, 111. And then God bless each and every one of you. Please, whatever advice I gave, correction, take it positively. Do not be hurt and all that. I have only one thing. I care for you 100% for your pure maths at maths. That's all. Okay? God bless each and every one of us to achieve the much desired A1. God bless each and every one.